What's the trashiest name you've ever heard, and what made it trashy?
That's right. We're talking about terrible, outlandish baby names that are gonna make kids resent their parents later on in life. Before you come for me and think I'm an asshole for making this video, if you are a parent who has named your kid something unique or different and you get angry at me, then congratulations, you're part of the problem and you're exactly who I'm talking about in this video, so stay mad. I wanted to make this video because I am somebody who has a unique name. I am Jewish and my name is in Hebrew, and in English it means tree of life. And growing up, I was teased relentlessly for my name, and so my childhood trauma has inspired me to make this video. Plus, I've seen so many crazy videos on TikTok of people like talking about baby names that they love but they didn't use, and I want to go over 2 videos that have came out within the last couple of months that I want to talk about, because I think that we need to like chill out with the baby names and not go too crazy with how unique they sound, because they will have consequences on their child later on in life. And I need parents to realize the impact that you are naming a person, and you gotta choose these names wisely. So let's get into this video right now. So I want to talk about bullying, because it is very, very common for kids to get bullied because of their names. And one thing that I am against unique baby names or names that are so out there is because kids are really freaking mean. And even adults are really freaking mean. When you name a kid that's so far out of the norm, it can impact their social development, because kids are doing everything they can to fit in. And I know on my channel, I am all about going against the norm and not having to do what everyone else does, but that's because my content is for adults and not for kids. It is so much different when you are a kid, when you are trying to socially develop and build certain social skills, and it becomes harder to develop social skills when you are constantly felt out of the loop or out of the norm, because kids just aren't very accepting of people being different. And that was something that I had to face when I was little, and it was really hard. Yes, I grew up and I learned how to navigate life and to unlearn things, but at the same time, if you're a parent watching this, I want you to really understand the effects that your name could have on your kid in school, and think about, will this be something that my kid could get made fun of for? Like, I really want you to think about that. Because at the end of the day, you're really naming a person who's going to grow up to be an adult. You're not naming an animal. A baby isn't going to stay a baby forever. If you want to have a nickname around the house, that's fine. But for this to be the person's actual legal name, that is where things get really, really bad. Also, having some sort of highly unconventional name can really impact people in a professional setting. And sure, you probably don't want to work in an environment where people are going to have some sort of bias against your name, but the unfortunate truth is that it's going to happen. It can impact you professionally, and there will be people out there who have these horrible biases where they're not going to take you seriously because of your name. Now, I will say when I was a recruiter, I held 0 biases against people's names because I was looking for qualifications, but just because I'm ignoring that, that doesn't mean other people are. So again, something to keep in mind when you're naming your child. And going back to the whole bullying thing, when you name your kid something that's so far out of the box, later on, this could really impact their self-esteem and make them have an identity crisis. I remember when my name was made fun of so much, and I'm not going to repeat what people used to call me because I know y'all are just going to say it in the comments, but there was a point where I started to really resent my name and hate it, and there was a point where I tried to give myself a nickname of a normal name, and then I also got made fun of that because people were realizing that I let them win, and that I was bullied so much because of my name that I felt like I had to change it because I cared so much about what other people thought. And it's frustrating because my name is Ilana Suzanne. I don't know a single person named Suzanne. Like, there's nothing wrong with my middle name, but that's not what I chose to go by. But my brother's name is Jordan Michael, and my sister's name is Rebecca Caitlin. I am Ilana Suzanne. Yeah, so why couldn't I be like Ilana Elizabeth or something else, you know? But they had like pretty boring white basic names that weren't Jewish sounding. And just so we're clear, we're not talking about culture names or names for religious purposes. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about parents who name their kids like basic nouns and words. And I want to get into those videos because it's a lot. Oh, and really quick, aside from culture things, another thing that was very frustrating about my name growing up, and still is frustrating about my name, is that nobody knows how to pronounce my name or spell my name. My name is Ilana, so it's pronounced Ilana, but I always say Ilana. I purposely mispronounce my name wrong just for other people because other people just don't know how to pronounce it, and it's so frustrating to the point where I've just given up. People will spell my name with 2 L's, and I'm thinking, where the fuck are you getting the other L from? My name is clearly right in front of you. Ilana. It really drives me crazy when other people can't spell it, they can't pronounce it right, and people just make faces when they see my name on an attendance roll and they don't know what to do with my name. And I really don't want that to happen for other people, because people really suck. And again, I just want parents to stop being so selfish and stop caring about, oh, I want this to be unique. No, think about the person who is going to have that name and live with it for the rest of their lives. Otherwise, you're gonna have to get into some fight about with them later on where they're gonna wanna legally change their name because they hate what you named them. Let's get into these videos. I have Nara Smith's video of her talking about baby names, and she recently had another child. And I am just very concerned with what she's named her kids. And don't get me wrong, I really like Nara Smith's content. I think her cooking videos are fantastic and she's got a lovely voice. But the names that she had for her kids are really brutal, so just listen.
Kids have pretty unique names. Our daughter's name is Rumble Honey Smith. Our son's name is Slim Easy Smith. And then we just had little Whimsy Lou Smith. So these might be a little out there, a little bit more controversial, but in case someone needs any ideas for their kids.
Here's a thought. Why would you want to name your kids something controversial? Nara, honey, do you hear yourself right now? You just said, I know these names might be a little controversial. That's the point. Like, why would you want to do that to your kid? I got my thoughts on naming your kids Slim Easy and Rumble Honey because just what the what? As you can see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Just imagine applying to a job, or that you are a lawyer and you are Slim Easy JD, or you are Dr. Slim Easy, or you're Dr. Easy. I can guarantee you people are gonna judge. People from other cultures are not gonna understand. And if they have meanings for other words that sound like that, they're gonna be confused. Again, you really need to understand what you're doing. I don't understand why she thought Rumble Honey was a good name for a girl. Why Rumble? I just want to know the thought process because that's not a name. I just worry that this girl is going to get bullied. I don't know if she's homeschooled or not. I haven't watched so much about her kids because I recently just started following her. But at the same time, I just know these poor labor and delivery nurses are constantly rolling their eyes because I've seen stories of nurses who work in natal units and delivery units where they cannot stand what these parents are naming their kids. The world needs more Jacobs and Jessicas and Chris's and Kelsey's. Not everything has to be unique. And the last video I want to go over is from Francesca Ferrago, however you pronounce her last name. She was on the first season of Too Hot to Handle. I never cared for her, but now she's pregnant with twins, and she made a video talking about baby names that she loves and won't be using, thank God, but these names were really bad. So let's watch this together.
So I have been waiting to do the baby names I love but won't be using trend for 2 years now. So I wanted to make a video and talk about baby names that I love. You guys can know my naming style and maybe someone will give a suggestion and that'll be our new top favorite name. So we really love the name Heart. We also really love the name Lovely. Names with Steph. She's one of my favorite baby namers because all of her names are really out of the box.
Lovely is an adverb, not a name.
actually emailed me and recommended Lovely.
You saying lovely is making me like it more.
Really?
Like you saying it over.
Lovely?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice, right? Always love the name Golden or Gold.
Goldie? For a boy? Golden. Imagine you're a boy and your name is Golden. Now, there is some significant culture impact in Judaism where their name is Goldie, but we're not talking about culture stuff because she is not Jewish. I just want to get that out there right now.
But it's a little bit too popular for me. I've always really liked the name Baby. I feel like
Do not name your kid Baby for the love of God. Please, when they are going to be 30 years old and they say, "Hi, I'm Baby," just think about what's going to happen. Just think about what's going to happen. If you want to make that a nickname around the house, that's fine, but not the legal name. Come on, no, not the legal name.
a baby named Baby Blue would be so cute, but I don't think a baby growing up, like, I think Baby is cute for a baby, but I don't think it's cute for like an adult, so I feel like that's kind of off the list, but I
There
still
you
really love the
go.
name Baby. We love, actually Arlo suggested this, but lyrics, like song lyrics, but we love the name Lyrics, just as is. We love that name. Love week names, and I love month names. I love Sunday, I love Monday. I feel like they're maybe a little bit too popular.
The only person who can have a day of the week name is Wednesday Addams. That's it. That's it. That's it.
I know they're kind of rising, but I also really, really love November as a name. November, nickname Novi.
As somebody born in November, please no. Don't give them the nickname Novi. No, just no. You're asking for your kid to really hate you. You really are.
Oh, it's so good. I love it. And I love October, either as a first name or a middle name. I really love the name Rocket, nickname Rocky, but Courtney just named her baby Rocky, but I've always loved Rocket. And then you call
I don't mind the name Rocky, but Rocket? Francesca, I need you to be so fucking for real right now. Rocket? That is something you maybe name your dog. Let's just go on.
them Rocky. I think that's so cute. We really like the name Stone, but I think it's a little bit too short. I kind of like a little bit longer names that can be shortened with a cute nickname. This one I don't know if I want to share, but I don't think we're gonna use it. But I really like the name Afternoon. I don't know, a lot of people are gonna be like, what? But Afternoon with the nickname After.
And this is where she loses me. Afternoon. I can't play the rest of the video because it just progressively gets worse, but I think Afternoon is kind of the most criminal of them all. So as you can see, guys, parents or soon-to-be parents, please think carefully before you name your kids. I am begging you, as somebody who wants kids, I know better to not name my kids really dumb things like this. Yes, I am being judgmental, I'm fully aware, but that's because, this is going to do damage to your kids. My judgment is honestly more out of concern. My judgment's coming from a good place here, just so we're being clear. So, anyways, I'm curious to know, what are some terrible baby names that you've heard recently? Comment down below and let me know. Or if you've been named something terrible, comment down below and let me know what your experiences are with your name. Did you change it? Did you embrace it? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you agree, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!